This bitch working? Okay. So, this is going to be my lifting library, you could call it. I'm not making this for anyone else, really. So, I don't know why I'm even explaining this. It's kind of just going to be my own little lifting journal. But today's day one. We're going to be hitting chest, baby. You know how we do it. We need to work on the pectorals. They are tiny, itty bitty. So, let's get to it. But first, we got to make our shake. So, let's get into that. No intro, though. That's some cringe ass bullshit. All right, so I just got my shake ready. It's creatine, PB Fit, and just standard whey. You don't need anything fancy unless you have a crazy amount of muscle mass and money, and you're really looking to get that way too fancy shit. There's no reason to be getting it. GNC whey protein works great. PB Fit branding doesn't matter too much. Avoid a lot of sugars. That's all I would say. And then we have standard creatine. You don't need anything fancy for creatine either. Just get your creatine monohydrate. That's going to be your easy, standard, cheap, baseline stuff. It'll work perfectly. I do 5 grams a day. I just do it in my protein shake. You can do it whenever you want. People say do it before your workout. It doesn't matter. That's a lot of bullshit. Take it when you want to. Take it when it's convenient. And just be consistent. Let's get some milk in this thing and let's head to the gym. Okay, we are now about to drive. Unfortunately, I don't know where the clip went for these microphones, so it's probably gonna sound like shit. Fuck. But I could put it in my glasses. That shit did not work. I don't know what to do. God damn it. Alright. Pretty sick. That's it. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. Okay. I put the microphone above me. I'm sorry. I know it sounds pretty terrible, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's get this drive going. You can't just start at the top of the tower. You have to build it from the base. So if you say, fuck, I want to bench 225, and you aren't even benching 135 for reps, how are you going to make that jump, right? So the reason I'm saying this is because people tend to really burn themselves out. They go to the gym and they think, oh, I want to do this, 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 and this. And they get all hyped up and energetic and they go for it. And that's great. I think you should be doing that. Awesome. Make a goal, make a plan, make little increments for yourself. Bench 165. Okay, how will we get there? We're going to work on our range of motion. We're going to work on hypertrophy training, really getting a stretch. Then the next day of chest for the week, we're going to work on big, heavy pushing. We're going to work on planting our feet and just pushing the weight, not focusing too much on the hypertrophy, not focusing too much on the stretch, but really digging into just lifting. And through setting goals and setting plans like that, you're setting yourself up for success, right? You're designing your plan, you're designing your future, you're putting it together, like you're building the base for it. Because what is a structure without a base? What is a plan without a blueprint? There's this new, like, gym culture concept going around that everything should be trained to failure and you should ego lift everything. But that's not actually true, right? While ego lifting and heavy lifting can work if you're young, your joints are young, you're new to the gym, it can get you some monstrous fucking gains. Absolutely. I'm not denying that whatsoever. I'm just saying once you get to a certain point in lifting, you can't just be pushing all the weight you possibly can for as many reps as you possibly can. You're going to burn out. Your fatigue will be too high. The form will probably drop heavily. These really big guys that you see can be doing these huge lifts and these huge weights because they're so big, right? Because they can do it. But what you're not realizing is it's destroying their joints. And 99% of them are on tren, and just anabolic steroids in general. And they're not you. They don't have your genetics. It's a totally different world. So you can't just completely follow what these other people are doing, right? And your goal in training is not to move the weight. You're not beating the weight. You are beating the muscle. You're focusing on destroying the muscle fibers, not destroying a PR. You can load as much weight as you want, but if you're not getting good activation, good hypertrophy, good stretch, you're not getting anywhere with that lift. with your gains, with your recovery. So stop focusing so much on lifting heavy. Don't make the weight easier. You want the weight to be hard. You want to make it as hard as possible on yourself to lift. Instead of focusing on how you can push more weight, instead of focusing on how to plant your feet and get your chest back and get the most power out of your bench, maybe think about how you can get less power. But for an example, you can put your feet up on the bench instead of using them to support you. So now that your feet are on the bench, you're only using your chest. And now go wide grip. And now go really slow. Pause on your reps. Make the weight you're using way harder to use. Like, I promise, the weight you're using, probably 20, 30 pounds more than you need to be using. Straining the muscle. Focus on the muscle. Don't care about the weight. Don't ego lift. Don't worry about that. Now, ego lifting is really good. I will say, ego lifting is actually amazing in a lot of cases. There's a middle ground, like there is to everything. It's not yes or no. It's just knowing when to do that. But we're at the gym right now, so we're not going to be going over that. We're going to get this lift on. All right, we have just arrived at the gym. We are going to be doing a little bit of chest and a little bit of shoulders. So it's important to always warm up. Don't just jump into your sets. You're going to pull something, bad idea. So let's get some push-ups in, stimulate the targeted muscle groups, and get right into this. You know, I kind of feel bad for these bags. People come to the gym to beat the living shit out of these things. Instead of hitting the bag, maybe ask them how his day's going. All right, first things first, we got lat raises. I'm doing a specialization lift. So I'm hitting shoulders pretty much every other day because I'm really trying to focus on getting those delts squared off. So that's the first thing we're going to be doing. 20 pounds, 15, 20 pounds is good for most people, unless you're huge. But just focus on really pulling up, catching the weights, and feeling that stretch. And if it helps, you can roll your shoulders back, pull down, roll back, pull down, lift with your pinkies. Getting a decent shoulder pump going on here. We're going to save the rest of our shoulders for the end of the workout, so we get a little burnout going. Right now, though, we got 3 sets of 6 4-hour incline bench. Fucking love incline bench. Super good for your stretch. Just make sure you're really getting like a wide grip on it. I love wide grip incline. I just really feel like if you're hitting incline, you're hitting it for the stretch, right? You want a good stretch, hit incline. That's all I'm saying. Let's do a warm-up set. Don't want to pull anything. Make sure you're always warming up. Once that warm-up set's out of the way, start throwing some plates on. See where you're at. If you're going for 6, you want to have failure around 7 to 8. Know what that feels like. Don't push to it every time. You'll have more energy, more power, more technique if you don't. Failure is good on failure sets at the end. All right, gang, just knocked out my warm-up set. So we're going to be starting off nice and light. We're just going to have some 25s on here, not super heavy, just something to get us warmed up, get the feel for it. Let's get right into it. We got 35s on the bar now. It's a warm-up set, so you don't have to have any rest time. Don't focus super heavy on the warm-up. Have it intense, get a little sweat going, get the pump going. Don't burn out, don't rest a ton. Just get it done with, feel warm, and then get it. And that's depending on the person. There is no set time for the best warm-up, right? It's all dependent on the person and what your body's telling you. So listen to your body. Damn, my legs look small as fuck right now. This whole lift makes me look really small. I'm not big by any means, but god damn. Look fucking anorexic. See how unsteady that liftoff was? Don't do that. You look stupid. Oh, I bet that mic quality sounded so good. All right, let's throw on some 45-pound plates. I think one plate is going to be pretty good rep range for me. That's probably where I'm going to be the most comfortable. So let's go get that. All right, now we got one plate. It's time for our actual sets to begin. Like I said, we're going to have 3 sets, 6 reps. Time to hit some real man's weight. Time to hit some big boy shit. Just kidding. It's only 135 pounds. A lot of people don't use weight stops, clamps, whatever you want to call them. I'm so scared to not use them. One time I let the weights go on accident and they got all uneven and they all slid off and I'm low-key traumatized. So I'm not even using these fucking headphones. I don't know why I still have them on, but that was a nice set. That's the kind of set you want to rest for. All right, let's go ahead and get into set number 2, baby. Did I just turn this bitch off? I really hope not. Enough talk. Let's get this shit. So when you're going to bench, you're pushing on the bar, especially for incline, and you're pushing with your feet. You're trying to push all that force and focus into your hips. That's the center. It sounds weird. You think, why not focus your energy to your chest? Trust me, bro. Focus your energy to your hips. Trust. Pause. Oh my god. Fuck. I'm telling you, adding that pause, adding that stretch makes that rep that much harder. All right. Set number 2 of tricep pushdowns. I already did 1 set. We're going on to set number 2. 4 sets of 15. Really high volume, but that's what I find works best for triceps for me. I get a good pump. You got to find out what works best for you. I really like high volume for triceps. Mixing some low volume, shock the muscle. Oh my God. All right, as you saw there, once I start to get tired out, I'm going straight down, like that pull motion. I rotate my elbows up and kind of in a more pushing muscle up form. I push the bar. So instead of rotating it, I go here and I push it down with my tricep. You can get a lot more power out of pushing it down with your tricep. If you get tired going like that, rotate the elbow, push it down. You get a crazy pump, crazy activation. You guys also walk around like fucking robots when you're lifting. Just pace around like you're hella mad. Oh, fuck. My fault. Intrusive thoughts. Let's get back to the lift. I'm not big enough to do the big boy weights yet because I'm small as fuck, but we'll get there one day. All right, let's get our first set going. Goal is 6. We're using 60-pound dumbbells. Starting off kind of light. Let's see where we're at with this. There's no way the mic's going to stay, so no audio. All right. 60 pounds felt great. Lower weight. Trying to push a lot, stretch a lot. Really not trying to push some super heavy stuff. So I'm cool with just using these 60s, and you should be too. You don't need to do the fucking heaviest dumbbells at your gym. It doesn't look cooler. I promise. All right. Last but not least, we got some chest press. So for this one, I'm going to do 2 sets to failure. Next push day I have, I'm going to be switching it up. So you notice how triceps, a lot of reps, low weight, chest, little higher weight, lower reps. So for next chest day, we're going to be doing chest, high reps, low weight, burn it the fuck out. Triceps, we're going to be doing heavy weight, low reps. I guess that's just throw on a plate and see where we're at. Like I said, 2 sets till failure. I love failure. I love ego lifting. I love doing heavy weight. It's great, but you just can't do it all the time. You know what I mean? Let's get some plates on here. Let's figure out where we want to be at for our failure. And then let's get our cardio done. That's all we got. Make sure you get that full lean your head forward on these too. Hugely helpful, I'm telling you. When you're doing this shit, you can have your head back, but if you go ahead and lean your chin forward, so push, and on the way back down, lean forward into it, and push your chest out, and feel the stretch. No stretch, big stretch. Huge difference. Okay, one plate, not quite enough. So let's throw on one more plate and see how we feel with that. Probably going to be too much though. We got 2 plates on this bar. Oh my god. We got 2 plates on this machine now. There we go. Holy shit, I had a fucking stroke. Ooh. So let's see where we're at with this. If we can do at least a few, this will be my first set till failure. And I think I also want to throw in a third set of a lighter weight just to burn out my chest to get that pump. It's always worth noting. Get a burnout set with a really light weight and like 100 fucking reps. That pump will be twice as good at the end of the workout. Oh, there goes the mic. Alright, you guys think we could do fucking 3 plates on this baby? You guys, my millions of subs. Ian, you're like 165, 170 pounds, give or take. What are you doing with 3 plates? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm embarrassing myself. Now give me like 2 more minutes, which to the video will be like 10 seconds, because I can cut it, because I'm wizardly like that. And then watch me fail this shit, not trying to get a lot here. Hopefully we'll get 2 to 3 per side. That'd be great. That'd finish off this pump really nicely. Okay. Alright. Whew. That shit's heavy. My pecs are bipolar. My right pec is on its Ronnie Coleman shit. My left pec is on its 7th grader shit. I couldn't get 1 fucking rep. I know I'm not going to show the clip. It was embarrassing. I think I'm just really burnt out, and my technique, work, style, shit, fuck, isn't as good on my left side. So that's kind of what it is. I really don't think I have a crazy muscle imbalance, but that definitely shows that I need to get some work on my left side done. Let's hit some rings, cardio, stretch, get the fuck out of here. Let's go. All right. I have no idea why I didn't just have the camera like this to begin with. This is a much better angle. I don't know what I was thinking. It's like it's my first video or something like that. Fucking crazy, right? So let's get this shit done. I'm gonna do 1 plate, just burn it out. I love burnout sets. Control the eccentric. Push hard. You can make any weight heavy. And then, of course, sometimes it's okay to just bust that shit out. Okay. Wow. What a set, honestly. That felt really good. I'm feeling pretty strong today. Let's go do some hangs, because hangs are just really good for your shoulders, your body, your muscles, your tendons, your joints, everything. You won't get taller. It looks dumb, but just moving around on rings gives you that range of motion. Normally on straight bars, you're all strict. Rings are really good for your joints. Just have fun. Hang for a minute, rest for a minute, swing around. get a feel for your body, get control of your body. That's all the gym's about, right? All right. Fun little fact about me. I am a wrestler. I wrestle in college right now. Freaking love it. It's the whole reason I'm even in this area of the world that I can't disclose. Anyway, we're going to do some stance in motion right now. If you don't know what that is, I get in my wrestling stance and I move around and I try to just get better. I just had reconstructive knee surgery, so I'm just trying to get my strength back right now. It's tough. ACL is dead. I no longer have an ACL. They grafted my freaking hamstring. And I will come up here and hit this bag too, but I did not bring my gloves today. So we're just going to be doing some wrestling. A little bit of abs. I'll be doing the abs off camera. Pump check. We're out. Yes, I lowered the lighting on my phone. It makes me look better. Fuck you. Anyway, if in case you were wondering, what I'm doing right now is I'm focusing on getting my core cut in and slim, getting my chest out, getting my shoulders out. I want to build a V-taper build with the broad shoulders and the slim waist. My legs are still smaller because I just had leg surgery. I'm still recovering from that, but basically, that's what I'm trying to do with my physique right now. Build the chest, slim the waist, get the obliques really solid. And obliques really do make a physique. They really do make the abs pop out a lot. So if you want to get crazy abs, you could train these, or you could train those. See that? Huge difference. Super important to train your obliques. Not too much, and they'll bulge out. But that's not going to happen unless you're like on roids. Well, I'd say, all in all, we got a pretty good pump. My abs aren't super cut right now. I ate quite a bit today. But they ain't bad. All right. Pretty much gonna be it for the lift. Wow. Pretty much gonna be it for today's lift. I'm gonna finish my cardio up, get a better sweat going, and I really gotta get home. This is taking forever. I've been at the gym for like 3 hours. Recording this shit takes a while, man. It sucks. But that's all. Peace. What you eat is very important too. Working out is important. What's more important is the kitchen. What you eat. What you're putting in your body. Right. Eat lean meats. Eat organic meats. Eat things that will actually benefit you and give you protein and build your muscle fibers up. Don't just eat shit. You can get the craziest workout, but if you don't supply your muscles with the nutrients they need to actually recover, it's all for nothing. It's bullshit. So feed yourself good food. Eat right. That's all there is to it. Lift hard, eat right.